a structure, right? And then the guild is able to vote 2 years, 4 years to change the leadership and then have a governing board, right? So before you hire a member of the Directors Guild, you go through the guild and you sign that I'm going to obey these rules. But this is the thing. The members of the guild have to be obedient enough to follow the rules and regulations. So if every guild does that, the crew, the editors, the actors, the producers actually don't need a guild because they pretty much run the shows. So they are more independent because producers are the ones we bind to contracts. So if producers follow obey
contract.
exactly of the guilds, this industry would work. You get it? This industry would work. But the guilds are not doing that.
And there's this new crop of NFA. Have you penned down something to them?
No.
And how have you engaged them
No.
since they came?
I feel like that office is politicized, which again shouldn't be so I'm not interested. I will do what I can do for the immediate industry, but anything that's political, I'm not going to be involved in it.
Why?
Because the film industry should not be politicized. It's not politics, it's art.
So the creative people should, those in the film industry should get their people there
What does
than
that
the
mean?
government appointing to that office.
So the NFA is a government office.
Yes.
They it's supposed to be a
An authority
relationship.
for them.
It's supposed to be a relationship between the film industry and the government.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Exactly.
So their job is to do permits, regulate, like people coming in to work, that sort of thing.
And to create some enabling environment.
Exactly. To appeal to the government, or the government passes an enabling environment through them, right? Again, it shouldn't be a centralized office. It shouldn't be in Accra. You should have an NFA in every single district capital or in every district, and probably each of them empowered differently.
Yeah, it's supposed to be.
You get it? So if I'm going to film a wedding in Ho and I'm going to fly a drone, I go to the NFA office, pay my permit to fly a drone, right? And then now you're actually getting resources for that office, which part of it probably goes to the state, and then the state sees that, oh, okay, there's money coming in. But if I'm going to fly a drone for a funeral in Ho, I'm going to drive to Accra to pay permit. Who's regulating it in Ho? Me flying a drone. Who's regulating it?
Please, what's Ho?
A Ho?
True.
Ho?
Ho?
Yeah.
Eh.
Ape.
Exactly. He speaks better Efe than you
Yeah.
do.
Yeah,
Oh.
I do.
He got an Efe girlfriend.
No, his mom is.
My mom is Ebe.
Oh, your mom is Efe. Where's she from?
Stop it! Mere cook body this year.
You know. One time, someone made a very clear argument about the
Yeah.
language you speak, and then what he said was, "There's a reason why they call it mother tongue."
Okay.
Okay. I
All
don't
right.
want to continue the rest. You understand what I'm saying?
I get it.
But
I get it.
So ask if your mother tongue way. They speak there.
But I try.
Better than somebody
Oh.
who
Better than
labeled
some people.
with the
This
name,
one,
right?
his dad is Ebe.
His mom is also.
give me
His mom is
give
Fanti,
me
and
3
mine
months.
is opposite.
Give me 3 months.
Oh, forget.
I will advise or
2nd December.
appeal that you pen something to them. The NFA. I mean, pen something.
And
I mean,
then
some
you
of the
want a
ills you've seen
distraction.
in the
Charlie, you
industry.
see.
You
Weapons of mass.
pen it to them.
Okay. So you are making the appeal
Yes.
so that she
Weapons of-
writes to the
Yes,
NFA.
the fire writes it to them.
I don't have anything.
When
say
you
to
don't
them.
But
see
that
it
is a weapons
fixed,
of mass destruction.
yeah,
like-
send it to them.
Edem.
So they are very fresh. Send all the ammunitions to them.
Oh.
If
No, but that is just an office. The NFA is just a commission. You understand? They cannot actually control the guild. I mean, I'm talking Hollywood right now. I don't know about how Ghana functions. They don't control the guilds. They actually cannot control the guilds. But in this case, Ghana is not federal, so in the minister in charge should be the one to dissolve the guilt, right? And then have them reconstituted.
I mean, even talking about the problems of the many faces of the industry, that's what I'm talking about. I mean, you've raised some in your other letters, open letters. So I wanted
I'm
to
sure they're on Facebook. They can read it. I don't have to send a letter to anybody.
fire
them
them
once more.
No,
through emails.
Adam, you want more?
No,
them,
no, no,
them.
no, no.
Them
No,
in
no, no, no,
particular.
no.
It's okay, Adam. Let's Robert speak. Rob, you have the mic.
Yeah, I just want to say, when you like listening to her talk, I tried to play back some of the statements she had made earlier, and the tone with which it was read, and the tone I'm thinking she wrote it in, I don't think they are the same. Because she's smiling and saying stuff. But sometimes you actually, if you're reading and you don't know how the person wrote it, you think the person was screaming and shouting like, and she said, that,
I get that.
you understand what I'm
I
saying?
get that.
Yeah. Because when you're reading, you're like, and Ghana should, so you'll be reading it in the way that you think the person wrote it. But
I understand what you're saying.
but what she is saying, she's just speaking from a place of knowledge. As a matter of fact, I discovered that it's difficult for you to know and not have an opinion on issues. Once you know, and it's not like it's far fetched. Like it's an everyday thing you live in and with, and there are principles and standards that you work with. It's difficult for you not to want to share.
Yeah.
When you see that your country that you're probably bragging all about, and then you come and then
appreciate that.
that kind of issue exists. So I get where she's coming from clearly, and I've seen some of her works, and you realize that like some of
Be
the movies.
honest.
Yeah, don't worry. Some of the works that she did were to address stuff like trochocracy. There's also like the social issues, right? And then she's dealing with them and all of that. And sometimes it makes me wonder if it would not affect her commercial value, in a sense that, if you go down that particular path, you're probably not going the path of heavy commercialization and trying to make money. So probably I need you to address that. But I think that for me, listening and all the series of conversations we've had from Socrates' angle of submissions and stuff like that, it is clear that there is a huge lacuna, there's like a gap that we need to be able to fill. And the only way to fill that is with people who know it, not common sense. We don't need common sense. We need industry sense, like people who are basically have knowledge from the future. And when I say future, where we are yet to get to, and then have local knowledge, and then find the middle ground and see how we can together elevate the game within our space. It's not just the production of movie; it's about the industry intel, what's happening between countries, import, exports, international, like digs, like everything. So I think that for me, one of the good things that's happening now, which we probably have to go, which we definitely have to go to, is a mixer, because it's a step in a good
Right
right direction.
Yeah.
And let me probably just get your mind on this one last thing, and you add it to the previous thing I mentioned. What do you think about creating a movie that underpins the rationale of the year of return? And what do you think a movie of that nature can do to, or its impact would be on our tourism industry and its connection with the diaspora? And telling a story about identity, belongingness, etc. And the fact that, stuff like that, if government were to invest in, it would create a ripple effect of a very long standing recoupment of investment over the years, while placing Ghana in the forefront of culture.
Wow. So 2 questions. One on films on social issues and whether they're commercial enough.
Yeah, but like because
No, her films.
Yeah, her films. But when she goes that
particularly.
line, what
That's
happens
fine.
is that
Okay.
you sort of like move into social issues. I'm not too
And
sure.
then the Beyond the Return film. Okay, so you have two questions to ask.
So you are right about my social issue trajectory, which I've switched. I'm switching. I'm going into a different genre.
Okay.
I wouldn't really say too much right now, but then it also ties into your year of return question, because the reason we came to Scout, we have to shoot in Ghana because it's like slavery meets return thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's why Ludwig was laughing
Yeah.
when you were making the
And when you were
submission.
making the
So I'm in the
submission, he was
spirit,
smiling.
huh?
Yes. Yes.
You are in the spirit. But as to whether Ghana making a film that supports the year of return or the idea of return, right? We talked about the whole Kwame Nkrumah of it all, right? I think that should be the kind of story that government would finance. It could be the Ministry of Education or Ministry of Tourism that says, okay, because there's another country that did it with David Oyelowo and Charles Bernard. Is in Namibia. Yes, it's called. The film is actually called Namibia. So the government funded it. This was the problem. The movie didn't go anywhere because we'll talk about why it didn't go anywhere maybe another time. But it depends on how the story and how it's told. You know, and it's a very complicated question. I really do not know how to answer it because. For me, I do not necessarily think that Ghana needs to be validated by any colonial master, whether it's through film or anything else, right? What we need for the colonial master is investment, which is more like reparations, returns things that were taken from us, right? And then respect, like equity, equal playing field when it comes to, culture and storytelling. But to set out to make a film that generates income for the year of return, with a year of return in mind, is what you're saying, right?
Yeah. So essentially, what I'm saying is that if there is an idea in a particular line, you have a very strong case to make to government, and the government
Okay.
is likely going to respond because I've seen the amount of investments that they have done in promoting the year of return and beyond the year of return, and that if you walk that particular line, then what it means is that you can make a strong case that says, look, if I'm to do this, that is marketed to the 200 million
world.
plus
Okay.
people of African descent in diaspora. Then what it means is that you can actually achieve what you're going to achieve,
So
whatever the
to
goals
tell
may
that
are.
kind of story, you want to understand what would appeal to that audience.
Yes, yes.
Right now, we have the African American audience is split into two. You have African Americans and then you have ADOs. ADOs are American descendants of slaves. They don't care about what's going on down here. The people who are returning are the ones who want to trace their roots. And they are not interested in any slave narratives or any suffering narratives. They want more positive. And for me, if you say, okay, what would you pitch to the government? There are probably two things that I would pitch. Kwame Nkrumah and Azuma Nelson. They are very commercial. Those
Okay.
topics are very commercial.
All right.
And it does talk about the strength of the African. It takes pride in the history. So yeah, people would want to watch that, right? And then you have Azuma Nelson. He has a really beautiful love story. He was fighting Sanchez when his wife was dying. That's such a beautiful story. Something like that. So you don't set out to make a propaganda, and I'm using the word propaganda, like you're staging the film. You're just telling a regular story, but that is commercial enough to attract people in the diaspora, to also, elevate Ghana culturally, financially.
Okay. So
Okay.
just my last one.
All right.
You were recently part of a Netflix UNESCO project. You were a mentor on their, So I'm just trying to ask, can you tell us a little bit about that particular project and what you think it would mean for people of Ghana if they could be a part of it? I'm not too sure whether we got people who could be a part of it, but yeah.
So Netflix and UNESCO were doing a reimagining of African folktales. So they invited everybody in sub-Saharan Africa to submit reimagined folktales. and I think there were 22,000 submissions, and then it was narrowed down to 20. And then out of the 20, we picked 6 people, and then Netflix financed, and then we, supported them to get their films made. I don't think it's gonna happen again, but it's a really wonderful thing that you brought up, because I actually went back to Netflix and I said, what about the same thing, but based on horror films, folk tales, like Madame Koi Koi, boarding school, Miss Koi Koi, right? And then there are so many myths that are rooted in horror here. So what about something like that? So it's something that
Madame Mook.
that is something that we are discussing, because then if it's like a filmmaker incubator, then that's what we did for the films that were selected. It took about 2 years from submission to final release. But if you're able to do something like that, and horror is universal, one of my favorite things to watch on Netflix is a Cabinet of Curiosities, which is an anthology of horror films. So doing something like that, but then making it an artist incubator, I think it will go a long way, because you're not telling an African story, you are making a universal genre that appeals to everybody. So yeah, people in the diaspora can watch it. The way you tell it would also be able to sell Ghana, right? So you killing multiple birds with one stone. So
All right, some comments coming in here. This one from Kweku Bennington and Hitz says, great ideas, but my question is the government ready to push this initiative? Big up yourself, Team DayBreakHitz. Which initiative is that?
Everything Leila has said.
Samuel Kofi says, hey, who raised this lady?
In Mama reason.
So please tell her to bring her English down to our level. Oh.
It is in our level. This one is not even here. Leila has even she's in her element. Please, she's Ghanaian.
She stayed in the US for a long time.
For a long time.
Anyways, Kumasi is listening and watching, especially Adam Kwame is live. Because
some of you,
we don't want matter.
We don't want any problem, please.
Peterson Flames says, I've learned a lot with today's discussion. Her response and appeal towards the movie industry is really deep, and I believe if we as a country give her the ear, a lot can change in the industry. Okay. All right. Leila, before we go, again, let's talk about the mixer. Says it's happening this Sunday. Venue?
The Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park in Accra.
Okay.
6:30 p.m. And you cannot be late, please. If you're late and the food is finished, don't say my name.
As for the food, you have it in abundance.
I don't know about abundance. It's for the first 10 people who show up.
Some people will come right after the program.
I know,
on time to eat.
Yeah. And so why should we be there? Again, retrace that before we leave.
Well, if you are a film industry personnel, crew, especially crew. If you're an actor, you can show up. There'll be casting directors there. So if you're an actor looking for opportunities also, you can show up. But if you are crew, you've been to NAFTI, you've been to University of Ghana, you've been to any of the film schools around, and you have a particular skill, that's essential for the industry, you should show up and let us know you, let us see you, let us know you exist, and other people would also know that you are there, and who knows, you could get hired.
Yep. Thank you so much. Let me take maybe 15 minutes final words from
No. Not. Why would you give them?
Just a minute.
Yes.
Now your time was seconds.
Hey.
Like
So for me,
I meant seconds.
I'll use 1 second. I will urge Leila with her experience to
right.
help right some of the wrongs. Like what she's about to do. We need more of that to fix some of these things. Like you said earlier, there is a way out. So let's try and follow that trajectory to the way out so that we get out of the tunnel.
Thank you, Edem.
And
Robert Clark.
Yeah, I'm saying, well, next time maybe Ludwig should be given opportunity to say a word or
I
two.
think so.
Yes.
I mean, hello, he's
I
got a
think
lot.
so.
Yeah, 'cause
And
he
where
should
have
make
you been
references to him.
hiding?
Maybe we should do a one-on-one with him later.
Yes, please.
Yes, we
Yes.
need to do that with him.
I mean,
Maybe
Layla
after the
for the
mixer.
whole session, yes, it makes
Yes.
sense. I mean,
But-
but you also need to be.
After the
And
mixer.
Yes,
Because
and the
Leila
thing is
can
that
remember
Leila
that.
is usually not here. You are here, and so it will be okay to have.
So
her.
we'll be worrying you.
If we can't find her, we'll call you.
Yeah. But then, yeah, also on the flip side, I think that
Yeah.
with when you're that blessed, and by blessed I mean having a lot of knowledge and a lot of contacts, one of the key burdens you need to carry for a country that is developing, and I'm using the word here, developing. That is what
Okay.
the label is. We are not yet there. Is that you need to be able to come back and then support your people, and I'm glad that she is doing that. So I just want to encourage her, because things of this nature, it can be difficult, especially when you're used to success and then you have to come down and then basically watch people that you're actually trying to help and then things not going so well. So yeah, keep coming back, keep doing what you're doing, and I
Keep
pray
buying
that
my ticket.
Did you hear that? Keep buying my ticket. It means
Yeah.
I purchased it before. Yeah. So on that note, I just want to say, Charlie, kudos to you, and yeah, see you on Sunday.
Oh, Leila.
Leila, your final words. Maybe thank you messages or something
Yeah,
like that.
thank you so much to everybody who has kept the industry alive, and just keep doing what you're doing. There's a break soon, and see you at the mixer.
Okay, see you.
Thank
And
you
thank
to
you
Doreen,
so much, Leila,
Kwame.
for not giving up. Yes, I remember how upset you were back then, and you were like, "I'm not coming back." When she said, "I'm not coming," hey,
It's the fufu and the goat.
oh,
Boiler.
oh. Thank you for coming back, and we're grateful. So, well, Sunday we'll all definitely be there. But just like Kwame said, maybe Robert is my chairman.
Robert is your chairman.
Yes.
Robert, are you a chairman?
Sometimes I sit on the chair. What's
My goodness.
But not every chairman is a chairman. Not everybody they call chairman is a chairman.
Well, it depends.
Maybe you're sitting on a stool.
Being a chairman is more than sitting on a chair. A chairman is the one who makes his woman happy in bed.
Wallahi.
Oh my
A chairman is the one who gets appellations in the morning, like Mira, or therefore, or Sajefo, Nana.
You didn't add any
Adam, you can relate, eh?
You know, add one guy line.
Which one is that?
Oh, back.
Every chairman will attest that his happiness starts with a kiss. So, my brother, if you want to be a chairman, then you should also start with a kiss. So, visit the nearest pharmacy or chemical store to get Kiss condom and Kiss strawberry jam. Start with Kiss condom.
That's a condom commercial.
and go smooth with Kiss strawberry gel. Please do that, okay? Doreen, let's walk.
Let's walk. Yes, we are definitely walking on the 13th of September with Asempa FM, and it doesn't matter who you are, whether you're an entertainer, a politician, you're an actor, you're a footballer, whatever you are, just make sure this one is all exercises for all of us. We're just going to make sure we walk and take care of ourselves. So we're starting with a 5-kilometer walk from Asempa FM through Accra, ending at the ATTC Park. Aerobics, board games, health screening, fun activities to win prizes, and a healthy food court to satisfy your hunger. Please don't wait when the event is done before you come and eat. Come, let's walk together, and then we'll go and eat after that. So mark the date. It's 13th of September. And just prepare. Come, let's walk with your favorite stars, and let's indeed take care of ourselves. Remember, the Asempa 2025, should I say Asempa FM Walk with the Stars is sponsored by Ayuda App, Franco Trading Enterprise, Medimafo Herbal Clinic, Angel Rock Mixture, Medimafo. Yeah, Leland to me in country, you know.
Hey, Mimi Titrio.
Hey, asana ye kese.
I didn't know who my interview or tree.
Me pa ucho. Next time we buy
And also brought to you by Sinomi Instant Noodles. So there you go, 13th of September. Be there. Let's go walk.
No, you said it's going to start from Asempa FM.
Asempa in the front of Joy.
Where is
Yeah.
that? Where is it? Where's it located?
Joy FM, Kokomela
Premises, yeah.
premises.
So it's from
Okay.
Joy FM to
Yes, to ATTC.
so that people can.
Well, that's true.
So after chairman has finished kissing and we've walked, get ready for a night of worship and celebration. Join us on September 21st at the National Theatre for Bernard Amankwa's celebration of His Grace concert themed Thou Art Loosed, featuring an all-star lineup, Reverend Thomas Yosing, the music box. We have Gina.
Dave.
Which one is this? Dave, the music box.
yeah.
This one is Gina Hort.
Bankram,
Okay. Roderick Adjekum, La Famille, M Praise and Presence Band. Experience the freedom we adore. This live musical concert is all about setting souls free. Don't be late as love awaits you. Admission is free thanks to sponsors InnoLink, Reroy, and New Professionals. Innovate, Special Eyes, Fomi Ghana. Media partners are the Multimedia Group. It's happening on 21st September at the National Theatre. So please be there with us and let's worship. Okay, so
This is where we wrap it all up. A very big and massive thank you to you, Leila, for coming this morning. Robert and Adam, thank you. Adam, Robert, we have rehearsal.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'll be rehearsing.
this
with
music
you.
career.
I mean, she said she was wrapping it all up, so I was expecting a rap.
Oh
But,
yeah,
it's fine.
Oh yeah, bar. That's a
Why
bar.
you are my
That's a
manager?
bar.
You're always giving me out. Why?
Because that's how you get international.
But is the career alive?
It is alive and
Okay.
active.
Okay.
Active
Don't do that.
development.
And thank you to you, Mr. Hagler, supported by Prince. Is it Prince?
Yeah, that's Prince.
That's Prince.
Yeah.
Thank you so much on social media. And to you, DJ Fantastic, thank you so much for the
Tommy
music.
Adogo.
Adam, thank you.
He puts the
Tommy
fun.
Adogo.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yes, he puts the fun in Fantastic.
Tommy Adogo.
All right,
Hey,
guys,
Adam.
have a fantastic day.
Yay!
Get ready for the